Okay, good afternoon. Welcome to this wonderful event. We know we're here to give awards because I'm looking at these amazing crystal balls. So I know the awardees are waiting to get their glass. I'm Evan Jones. I'm the chairman of the Campaign for Public Health Foundation, and I'm here today with a number of our board members. Carmen Novembre, Michael Fraser is here, and our executive director, Carl Moeller, who many of you know. And there are 3 interns here, the graduate interns for the campaign from George Washington University School of Public Health. So great mission that you're on. So first, I'd like to thank our event sponsors, the Kaiser Permanente Program Offices Fund for Community Benefit at the East Bay Community Foundation, first of all, and then also GlaxoSmithKline, who have agreed to support this event as well. Without their support, really, we couldn't pull this event together. Then for those of you that don't know too much about the Campaign for Public Health Foundation, I just want to give you a quick thumbnail background. We advocate for public health and prevention. We're one of the few groups that's really up here on the Hill trying to do that, but also outreaching to the public. We hold educational briefings on a range of public health topics. We produce educational materials. We have spending analyses that our executive director, Carl, and the office work feverishly to put together as the bills come together, which are extremely helpful. And then we do outreach to the media. And finally, we conduct tours for the CDC and other public health organizations. And we just completed one for high-level medical directors from what I think was Fortune 100 corporations with the CDC just right before Thanksgiving. That was very successful. So to those of you from the CDC who are here, thank you for your help with that. So what I want to do is just talk briefly about our awardees. Each one's going to be honored in more detail, but I think you'll get a sense of the spirit of these people that work in the trenches, and we think of them as unsung heroes, but there are so many of them. We can just really recognize 3, but they'll give you a sense of the community. We've got a passionate health reporter from the LA Times. Her work affects really millions of Americans, and she gets out there critical, factual information about health and public health issues. We've got an emergency preparedness and response planner from Tennessee, who is known for out-of-the-box thinking and is creating new ways to rapidly deploy emergency supplies, medications. And then our 3rd awardee is a boots-on-the-ground 20-year veteran of disease control and prevention from the Rochester area. As the congressman mentioned, he's clearly got to take his flu vaccine. But he's done amazing things with chronic diseases, implementing lead poisoning programs, improving things like school lunches, and a whole host of other activities. Now, I want to briefly thank our committee that does the selection for these wonderful awardees. They include Dr. George Hardy. He's the past executive director of the Association of State and Territorial Health Officials. Dr. Jeff Levy, the executive director at Trust for America's Health. Laura Gordon, she's the general manager for health issues in Edelman's Washington office. Dr. Rick Hubbard, a longtime public health champion, formerly with Pfizer and a member of our board. And Dr. Paul Seligman, a public health doctor and the executive director regulatory affairs with Amgen. And finally, we're here today thanks to the generous and bipartisan support and involvement of our honorary co-chairs for this event. Dr. and Congressman Phil Rowe of Tennessee, Congressman McGovern, who you've just met, and finally, Congresswoman Lucille Roybal Allard, who was here earlier, and she's a member of Congress from Los Angeles, California. Now, Dr. Rowe knows about this event because his constituent, Marjorie Lunsford, last year won an honorable mention, and so that brought this whole effort to his attention. Representatives Roybal Allard and Congressman McGovern have led the study group, which has had more than 20 briefings on the Hill, and really is the point organization bringing awareness of what the CDC does and the need for increased investment in public health and prevention. So I think we should really give them a round of applause for that work, and it's not always easy. I certainly appreciate it. Thank you so much. And again, thank you to all of you for coming and to the Kaiser Permanente Foundation for supporting this event. And now I'm going to ask Carmine Novembri, Pfizer, to come and make the first award.